Welcome to our tutorial about creating custom iLogic snippets. Let's begin by creating a rule. On the left-hand side of the rule editor, we've got System Snippets and Custom Snippets. Here's a filter to show our favorite snippets only. We can also click here to edit our favorite snippets. Here you can select an entire category, or you can open the category and select the snippets that you like inside the category. I'll just cancel out. Now the second tab here is for Custom Snippets. Before you start working with custom snippets, go to your default snippet file location. There you've got two XML files, iLogic Snippets and iLogic User Snippets. So make backup copies of these files, very important. Here are controls that let us save snippets to existing files, to a new file, to open a custom snippets file, to merge another snippet file to our existing file. Before we go any further, I'm going to save the Custom Snippets XML file to my iLogic project folder. Let's click Save. And as you can see, the path now changes. Before moving forward, I'm going to right-click and delete my Snippets folder. Let's choose Delete and click OK. Now let's click Save Custom Snippets, that's the first icon. I've just dragged in a shot of an XML snippet file, so here's what it looks like with the XML code. Let's create a custom snippet now and see what that code looks like. I'll use the message box function. I'll create a custom message, my message, and let's create a custom title as well. Let's create a category here. Right-click, Insert Category. Let's call it Category 1, Cat01. And let's right-click on our line of code, select Capture Snippet. Let's call this snippet Message Box. Now I'll select the category. For the tooltip, you can type your own description or you can use the code itself as a tip. Let's click OK. And here's our first custom snippet. When I mouse over it, I see the tooltip. Let's click Save now. And let's open our XML document in Notepad. So here's the snippet we just created. The code is pretty simple here, but if you're going to edit the XML file by hand, do make a copy of it first for backup. Here you can see our category name. So it begins and ends with tags. The end category tag is indicated by the / here. Next is the snippet name, and it's also surrounded by the name tags. The / marks the end of name tag. Below, we've got the tooltip, and it begins with the tooltip tag and ends with the end tooltip tag. Again, the /. As you can see here, these 5 tags are embedded within the code snippet tag. And that tag starts here. And it ends here, / code snippet. Let's edit this file. I'm going to name it Category 2 instead. Let's change the tooltip to my new message. And a new title as well. Same thing for the code itself. Let's click Save As. I'm going to call the document iLogic User Snippets 2. And click Save. One more thing I forgot to mention here is the index. This number tells us the order that the snippets will appear in. So basically, a smaller number appears above snippets with a higher number. Now let's try clicking Merge another snippets file into the current set of custom snippets. So here's the XML file we just created. Let's click Open. And here's Category 2 with the new snippet. When I mouse over, I see the description. Let's click Save Custom File now. And let's open up our snippet in Notepad. So here's our second snippet. By the way, notice that the start and end tags are indented at the same level. Here's another example of a start tag and an end tag. Indenting like this is a general rule in programming. It does make the code easier to interpret. After we create the snippet, we can edit and delete snippets pretty easily. We delete them with a right-click, select Delete. However, if I try to edit or delete system snippets, I've got no option to do so when I right-click. However, I can copy the system snippets to a custom snippets file. Let's try that. So here's my copy. If you do want to edit your system snippet, you definitely can. You just have to do it in the XML file directly. Just before you do so, be sure you make a copy of it. Okay, let's copy and paste this code here. Right-click and copy. And let's paste it down below. Right-click, paste. Let's rename this category. I'll call it New. And let's rename the snippet as well. I'll change the index also to 1001. Let's close Notepad. We're prompted to save. Let's do so. By the way, you don't have to edit the XML file in a plain text editor like Notepad. There's many tools on the market for editing XML files, and many are free. Now, in order for our category to register, I do need to reboot Inventor, so I'm going to pause this video for a moment and go do that. Let's close this file, save the changes to the rule, click OK. Okay, welcome back. I did reboot Inventor. Here's my new category and my new snippet. A last point that I did want to make here: don't share custom snippet XML files with anyone else. Mainly don't point your editor to someone else's XML file, because the last user to edit the file will overwrite another user's changes. So this can cause you a lot of frustration. The option you should use instead is the Merge button. It's on the Custom Snippets tab. And this concludes our tutorial about snippets and creating custom snippets. In our next several lessons, we'll be looking at the use of arrays in iLogic. We'll see you back in a moment.